Mr. Machine Salimi of Morocco with the final instructions.
Round one.
And we are underway. This the 90-kilogram quarter-final in a contest between boxers from India and Scotland, and the man who fairly sprinted across the ring, launching left-right combinations, is Robert McNulty, 23 years of age from Renfrewshire. He facing off against a fellow Commonwealth Games debutant, Kapil POKHARIYA of India. Good work to the body with the left hook, but countered immediately by a left hook upstairs from POKHARIYA. Both men having success with the lead left hand. McNulty to the body, POKHARIYA to the head.
Good work to the body there from McNulty. Coming back up top. Looking nice and sharp here. Boxing from Scotland. POKHARIYA feinting, trying to come in. McNulty just waiting. And to counter him with a beautiful check left hook there. As he spun off around the ring. Look for that left hook to the body again.
Dipping over to his left and finding a home for it just above the belt line of McNulty. And the atmosphere here at SEC Hall 5 is absolutely rocking as he demonstrates good defense by moving from the waist and getting those gloves up to repel the incoming fire from POKHARIYA. Good straight right hand to the body from POKHARIYA. Ring IQ shown from him because the head was proving elusive, so he dropped down to the body as McNulty now adopts the half cover guard.
McNulty just waiting there, hoping to try and bring POKHARIYA on to one of those shots. He's looking for that left hook, but he's just short there with the right hand. Pushing forward again.
Left, right, left combination. The final jab almost snaked through the high-held hands of POKHARIYA from McNulty, who by his own admission when speaking to the press said that he's a flashy boxer. And he said that he wants the big name promoters to come and sign him. He said, remember my name, Robert McNulty, because I've come here for Commonwealth Games gold. Said not for him, the multi-sport extravaganza of the Commonwealth Games. He's here on a mission, and that is to make the podium. And again, making his man miss and then going in search of the shots that fell short of the mark from POKHARIYA.
Fantastic footwork on display here as well from McNulty. He's just on the receiving end of a right hand there from POKHARIYA as POKHARIYA piles forward with those punches.
Self-described flashy boxer, he said, that's why I've still got my looks, because I don't get hit. But he got caught by a left jab there in between his defenses from POKHARIYA. And by uttering that phrase, channeling a certain Cassius Clay, who said that all the way up to his running with Sonny Liston. Doesn't get hit because he was the fastest thing on 2 feet. Beautiful check right hand from McNulty as he spins off the line.
McNulty just feinting, trying to get POKHARIYA to come in again.
Backhand success from POKHARIYA as both men launch right hands almost simultaneously, but then there's an eye-catching right hand landed from McNulty as he breaks into his own little version of the Ali Shuffle just before the bell to conclude the opening round. A very entertaining first round where both men enjoyed success, but for me the better quality of punch on a more consistent basis came from the man in blue.
Yes, McNulty having success with those long straight levers, but also beautiful defensive movement on display there and very fleet footwork for a 90-kilogram guy.
So a 4-1 verdict in favor of Robert McNulty, judge number 4 from Argentina, preferring the work of POKHARIYA. What an atmosphere on hand here at SEC Hall 5. A pulsating beat being pumped out over the public address system, and fans of all ages getting involved to cheer on Robert McNulty, the man from Renfrewshire, as we prepared for the second round. Blistering start to the second round by Robert McNulty, answered in kind by Kapil POKHARIYA of India wearing red. Each man looking to work both head and body after a first round that was edged by Robert McNulty on a 4-1 split.
POKHARIYA not being drawn in by those jab hands that are being flicked out by McNulty, trying to draw him in. Trying to find a work of his own, going down to that body with the jab and the cross.
Straight shots effective down to the torso of McNulty, who's standing on a top of wide-legged base, trying to draw his man in to launch those counters, looking for a flashy overhand right as he attempted to pull the defenses down of POKHARIYA with his lead hand. something that we've seen Olympic silver medalist Gennady Golovkin and Olympic champs Alexander Usyk and Vasyl Lomachenko do to such good effect. Jolting left jab scored while pivoting off to the left from McNulty.
Good solid right hand coming in, but returned. Good hooks coming, being blocked by McNulty, but hooks coming in for POKHARIYA, who's trying to get into range to land something of note.
Did have success down to the body as he fired off multiple left hooks. POKHARIYA. McNulty up on his toes, and again the decibel level rises here at SEC Hall 5. Nice left hook landed on the inside from McNulty, and then employs the layback to make his man miss. Oh, what a right hand from McNulty. Landed it with solidity, and then again embellishing his work with some highlight reel moves, spinning around his man to appear behind his back. And it's McNulty who's been spoken to about that move rather than Kapil POKHARIYA for turning his back, because that against the rules, of course.
McNulty just staying light and up on his toes here, keeping POKHARIYA guessing as to where he's going to be and where those punches are going to come from.
Well, again, he said that by his own admission. He's a flashy boxer. Some people may not like it, particularly in the 3-round code of amateur boxing, but he said all the big name promoters will know that I bring entertainment. That's what he's got his eye on next. And in the business of professional boxing, if he can sign his name to a contract with a medal, well, there'll be a significant amount of value added to his signing bonus. There's a wonderful left-right combination, but the right hand perhaps straying into rabbit punch territory. That's why the referee intervened.
McNulty on the front foot again, looking for that jab, trying to draw POKHARIYA in so he can land that backhand again. Just watching him set it up.
So POKHARIYA perhaps guilty of waiting just a little bit too long here. McNulty doing a good job controlling the tempo of this contest, and it's almost as though he's beguiling and hypnotizing POKHARIYA as he launches a volley of punches just before the bell in an attempted exchange, but it's McNulty who got the better of the attempted trade-off. And POKHARIYA perhaps just guilty of boxing McNulty's contest in that second round.
Absolutely. When you've got a flashy boxer like that in front of you, sometimes you can get caught up watching them, see what they're going to do next instead of actually focusing on your game plan and enacting that in the ring.
And that is why McNulty has taken the second round with a clean sweep of the cards. Remember, he took the first on a 4-1 split, so he leads 20 points to 18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. POKHARIYA has got a steep uphill mountain to climb here now if he hopes to get back into contention, but we are in the 90-kilo class, and this is where the guys really put some pop onto their punches and can turn things around with a single punch or combination. Calm instruction from Mike Keane as we prepare for the final round. So we move into the third and final round of this 90-kilogram heavyweight quarterfinal to determine who will go through to face off against England's Isaac Oko at the semi-final stage. Robert McNulty took the first round on a 4-1 split and then just controlled the tempo beautifully in the second round to take it unanimously. Kapil POKHARIYA, almost as though he was being hypnotized, and spent a lot of time watching McNulty, who was doing things on his own terms and on his own timing. Can he break himself out of this daze that he seems to be in and pick up the pace to the type of tenor he showed in round number 1?
You can see he's trying to, he's edging forward, trying to get into range so he can land something of note. Push McNulty back onto the rope, so keep him there. This is where he should be working. This is where he should be finding his space to work.
Steals the glance to his corner, POKHARIYA, and they must be telling him, listen, you've got to let your hands go. He does so there to the body. Looks for the roundhouse right, but effective defenses with the gloves by Robert McNulty. Was answering the telephone to get that left hand up in place to repel the incoming shot.
Good jab cross hook there from McNulty. Caught in the arms and gloves of POKHARIYA, but...
And again, look at how McNulty's being allowed to go walkabout and then work off the ropes with that swinging right hand. POKHARIYA, the tactics are clear. He's got to try and close the gap and get busy, as he did in pockets in the opening round. But right now, he's letting McNulty do almost what he wants, when he wants. He's got to try and change that. But again, easier said than done as McNulty pops in with a single and then turns a right uppercut underneath before landing a sickening left hook to the body. And now there's a good left hook landed during that trade-off from POKHARIYA, but McNulty having the final word to make it first and third boxing for the three-time British national champion.
McNulty getting urged on by his corner. Stay on him, keep this a sustained attack. He stepped back and had a little dance. Enjoying himself in there, but his corner imploring him. He might be able to get the finish here.
There's a solid left jab from McNulty. He's a British Three Nations champion, a three-time national champion because he's got 2 domestic titles as well. And again, he's just slowing the tempo to suit his own punch output here, peppering his man with a jab, looking for a speculative looping left was POKHARIYA. But again, he's just fed a couple of touching jabs. Leaping left hook had an air of desperation about it. And again, McNulty using the space of the ring very well indeed. POKHARIYA, patience is a virtue, but not when the clock is against you. So it will be Robert McNulty who will be going through to the medal stages of the 90-kilogram heavyweight division. A very good display indeed. Really did an outstanding job boxing on his own terms, controlling the tempo, controlling the distance, and putting together some really eye-catching combinations. Kapil POKHARIYA, who doesn't have any national title success under his belt. He did win the Indian National Games last year. Never stopped trying, but he was in the ring with an elusive operator whose presence and ring craft saw him able to control the distance of this bout. And he pecked and poked and popped his punches out when he chose to, and he used those qualities to pile up what I feel will be a commanding unanimous point decision victory. We just need official confirmation.
And we go to our judges. All in agreement, unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner from Scotland, Robert McNulty.
Scotland's Robert McNulty, a popular winner here in SEC Hall 5, a unanimous point decision victor over India's Kapil POKHARIYA. In the biggest tournament of his career, he competed spiritedly, but Robert McNulty, knowing too much at this respective stage of their careers, a warm handshake and embrace from Mike Keane and Stephen Simmons, because he's emulated what Stephen Simmons has done by claiming at least Commonwealth Games bronze, and that's what the Cookie Monster did in Delhi in 2010 with Mike Keane in the corner. He's now on the safe side of the ropes, coaching McNulty, and he's at least a Commonwealth Games bronze medal, but McNulty will have his designs on more. He'll have to get past Isaac Oko at the semi-final stage, and what a contest that promises to be in 3 days' time.
That will be a very exciting matchup there, but McNulty, all big smiles around the entire arena, lots of saltires being waved. A real buzz here in the SEC.